ensure that the person that you, yeah, so good night again. Just ensure that the person, if you can do something, ensure that the person that you invited is on the call, or just let him know that we are live, we are beginning, and we are in for a wonderful, wonderful evening. So tonight you are here to learn about LiveGood. All right, LiveGood is a company that is established in the United States of America, and it is designed. The entire design is to help us improve our health and to eradicate poverty. And you will see how that is done. All right. But let me just indicate that how many of you have always wanted to own an online business? You would have seen that the persons are making money online on YouTube. Persons are following Instagram. Persons who have the means of advertising online. They have all the social media platform, and they are making a lot of money. All right, because they have an online audience, and the online audience is the entire World Wide Web. So anyone who has a computer, a smartphone, Wi-Fi, data, anywhere, they could connect and they could see what you are advertising. And in many instances, persons are buying. The good thing about online business is that whilst you are sleeping, persons are making transactions because the platforms are never closed, right? Amazon is always open, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, unlike if you had your own business, you have to close at some time, you have to send your staff home, you have to go home for rest. But with the online presence, business can be taking place all day long, all night long. Well, if you ever wanted to own a business, an online business, LiveGood is one that you can be part of. You can have your own business written in your name and making business whilst others are sleeping and whilst you are sleeping as well. All right, but so what is that all about? LiveGood, as we indicate, is established in the United States, right there in Florida, and very, very close to us in the Caribbean. It is committed to helping people. And how it is helping us, it's bringing to us the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market. Most advanced. When I say most advanced, you'll see why when I start explaining what are the products that we have and what they are and how well it will do for you. All right. It is made from the purest, highest quality, and it is designed to produce results. And everyone who has taken or is taking the product tells you, the testimonial tells you it works. It actually works. And that's why we're coming back. The persons are coming back to get more. What is the mission of LiveGood? The mission of LiveGood is very, very plain, very clear, very straightforward, to help people get healthy and stay healthy. Now, that two things are the two different paradigms. You could get healthy and you may not have the money to stay healthy. But LiveGood is helping you get healthy and stay healthy. How? Without having to spend a fortune to do it, right? Most times we have to have health insurance and all of these things just to stay healthy because the cost of health is just skyrocketing, all right? You have to pay for doctor's visit. You have to pay for that consultant. You have to get this ultrasound down. All of this money is adding up. Well, LiveGood is saying we can go the natural way and we can produce supplements that are so well that you won't even have to see the doctor. It is designed to replace and to restore health and to correct the things that are wrong in our system. All right. With every good company, you need a good leader. And our leader and CEO and founder of LiveGood is a man who has 20 years of experience in running successful companies. Some that he owned himself and some that he managed as CEO and manager and so forth. And he has 20 years of experience in this. His name is Ben Glinsky. Ben Glinsky is a very, very successful businessman. Have made a lot of money in network marketing. And so, but he took a break for 4 years, right? He walked out of the business, took a break, but he has come back with he have teamed up with a nice cadre of individual. Nada Kazan is his very good friend. They have both been in the industry, have over 50 years of experience in network marketing, combined, the two of them combined, and they know that they know everything about network marketing. They have been there. They both have own businesses. They both have managed businesses. And now the Kazan knows everything about how to reach them, the marketing aspect of it, how to reach persons, and they do the training all the time to let you know how you can do it as well. But they have combined their forces, so they know a lot about marketing and meeting people and expanding business and so forth. But they wanted this business to be slightly different. They wanted it to be to provide the things that people need. And coming from 2 years of COVID, they recognized that the world was in great need of nutritional products, because a lot of the persons who actually succumb and those who were very sick by the COVID, they found out they were all, most of them had chronic disease, complications, you know, the diabetes and the pressure and you know, the obesity and respiratory problems. These were the persons, kidney problems. These were the persons that actually were not faring very well with the COVID, right? Because their basal health was very bad. And so coming out of that, we instantly recognize we need to do something about our health, so that when the next wave of germ will come, and it will come, trust me, at least you could stand it, you could withstand it. Your body, your immune system will be robust enough to actually fight these germs. All right. And so they team up with the husband and wife pair of Ryan Goodkin and Lisa Goodkin. Ryan Goodkin is a pharmacist by profession. He has a doctorate in pharmacy. And he is responsible for all of the products. In fact, he's the one who formulates the products that I will be talking about. Lisa Goodkin is a health guru, health education trainer, enthusiast, exercise individual. She knows everything about healthy living, and training and all of these things. She's into aerobics and all of these things. So she's responsible for health education in this company. So with this high level personnel that pretty much co-founded this business and are managing it, we are in good hands. So what is LiveGood? LiveGood is a direct sales company. Now, like most network marketing company, if you've ever been to any network marketing company, they would usually have discovered a very, very good product, and then they would form a business around that product. And sometimes they have other supplements or other things that they made from that product, like goji and you know and moringa. And when these things come about, you have these companies coming out with these. Others have more. Some are into the cosmetic lines like Avon, right? But many of them are into health and nutrition and into supplements and so forth, Herbalife and so forth. But they have done very well because their products are usually really, really, really good products. The thing about it, however, is that most of these companies, network marketing companies, their prices are a lot higher than the market. Now, they tell you it's because of the genuineness of their product, and that is true. But what we have discovered is that they have a lot of markups on it because they have a compensation plan based upon sales. And so that they could pay the people, the food soldiers and the persons who are part of the company, they have to keep they have to adding markups to their prices. So it's not just about the quality of the product, but the markup has to do with being able to pay their compensation. All right. So you're paying sometimes 4 times more than maybe the product it deserves, because they need that extra money to do their compensation. And because of that, persons, especially coming out of COVID and the global meltdown, persons did not have money to continue with network marketing. And a lot of the stronger network marketing company are seeing their sales are going down, their membership are going down. Right? At the same time, there is another set of companies that are seeing exponential growth, right? And as Ryan Ben Glensky and others as they examine this phenomenon, they recognize that it has something to do with membership. The companies who have the membership model are actually growing, while those traditional network marketing who have good product but high price are going down, right? And so as they came back into the industry to basically fill the gap, they knew that they had to change the concept of how network marketing works. And that's what they have come up with. All right. So the first direct benefit from LiveGood is that the members, as a member of LiveGood, you can save up to 75% on your product compared to products that you would get in other network marketing companies. That's 75%. So that if the traditional network marketing would be selling a particular product for $100, we at LiveGood, to the member, you'll be able to get it for $25 at max. It may be anywhere, maybe between 50 and 25, but it can go as far as $25, or as low, I should say, as $25. And that is remarkable. How are they able to do that? Because they recognize that it is not, their system is not based upon sales, right? You'll see what it's based upon shortly, and you will see how they are able to keep it running and to keep it going, and persons are joining by the number every single day. All right. So Walmart have a system of membership, right? Where persons pay $12.95 and they get free delivery to their home. They probably get some discount on their products. They get some mobile discount, you know, some maybe gas coupons or something of that sort. So they get benefit. Amazon Prime, you get 5% cash back on your purchases. But for your $15 that you pay monthly, you are able to save something because you're getting some discount on your product. I mean, what about Netflix? How many persons have Netflix? 232 million persons are subscribed to Netflix, so that they would just be able to watch their movies without having to worry about the ads, right? All of their product ad-free. And that alone, that is enough for them to pay $15 or $10 a month to be able to do. And of course, they have unlimited access to amount of movies and TV shows and mobile games that they watch, right? But simple things like that actually beneficial to persons, and persons are willing to pay the $10 in that case so that they would be able to do that. But here at LiveGood, we have a membership as well, and our membership costs only $9.95, right? $9.95 a month, and we have products that you can get and you can save up to 75% off, right? So LiveGood boasts of the highest quality product, made from the purest, most healthy ingredients. And as a result, we have life-changing products that are unmatched anywhere in the industry. How are we able to do that? Because we are using cutting-edge science. We are getting our products from the most natural product from the most pristine locations on the planet, not just in America, but all around the planet. We are sourcing the most natural, the most organic product, the best you could find. And as we bring it over into America, they use the manufacturing, the factories and so forth that use top-notch quality, that use you know, the manufacturing process meets all of the requirements. As they do that, they are able to ensure that their products maintain a high, consistent quality, that the product is unique and powerful, and that it is unmatched anywhere. Not only that, but that the products, as Ryan Goodkins formulated them, it is designed to get results. So if it's targeting muscle, it works on muscle. If it's targeting your cardiovascular system, it's able to work on that, and you could see instant results. So LiveGood products is a notch above the rest. All right. Now, what are the products that we are talking about? The products that we are talking about are products like multivitamins. Everybody knows that a good multivitamin is a good supplement, because most of the time, the food that we consume are lacking vitamins and minerals. And the body needs vitamins, vital amines. It is important to keep the normal body functioning working. All right, your organs need it in order for it to work. Your blood, your arteries, and all of these things are in need of vitamin. It needs to be nourished itself in order for it to carry out its work well. If your heart is sick, then it can't pump blood properly, right? And if your blood is not being pumped and toxins is not being removed, you're gonna get sick, right? So your heart have to be in good health, your aerobics and all of these things, but you have to feed it with the proper food. So the 24 vitamins and minerals are contained in our, both the one for the male and the female, and it is and it promotes a good immune system. It promotes the cardiovascular system. It also it allows you to age and to age gracefully, as they say, healthy aging. You see, it's one thing to have good lifespan, and everybody wish that they could live long, but it's something else to have a good health span, which means not only are you living long, but you are living healthily, right? So it's not just the quantity of life, but the quality of life, because you can live long, and a lot of persons are wishing that they'll take them because they are sick, they have pain, they just, you know, it's just a misery being down here, right? You don't want that. You want that you are living and being able to see your children, your grandchildren, yes, but you want to do it gracefully and not have to suffer all of these serious complications that you see persons have. Some persons literally live at the hospital, right? You don't want that. So that is what these multivitamins are there for, and that is how it is helping. Our price compared to the prices on the market. Earlier, I told you about what you are able to save. Look at this. Our price, multivitamins, 24 vitamins and minerals only cost $9.95 for the member. And the other traditional network marketing company, you get another multivitamin here, similar to ours. Both have 60 capsules for the month, and it is $47. This other one is for $30. So you save, in the first instance, if you were to buy ours, you save 79%. In the second instance, you save 65%. That is, you get in one, you get in 3 for the price of 1, or 3 for the price of 5, or 5 for the price of 1. So you could see how you were saving, getting the top quality multivitamins, but you're getting it for a fraction of the cost. All right. And this is really, really good. The very first product I bought, and you don't listen to me. When the very first order I made with LiveGood after I joined, I ordered the multivitamins for my mom. That was my gift to her, right? I keep doing it, right? I keep doing it because even if I don't need it, but there's somebody that I love that needs it. And the price enables me to buy even more than 1, 2, 3, right? So I can give to my wife, I can give to my daughter, I can give to my mom, and it doesn't, and I didn't have to burst the bank for it, right? Yeah, that is the quality with LiveGood. That's a good thing that you should be a member. All right. Now, what about vitamin K? Vitamin D, I should say. Vitamin D is very, very important to us. Most persons do not recognize that vitamin D is the most important vitamin as it relates to immune health. So in other words, if you want to have a good, robust immune system, vitamin D is the most important vitamin. However, at the same time, vitamin D is the most deficient vitamin in all of the vitamins on the planet, right? You will not get much vitamin D from your food, because God did not design, yes, some food have it, but not many, all right? And not many. So because God designed us to receive vitamin D a different way, and that is through that sunlight. So when you walk in the sun, your body is producing vitamin D. So you don't have to always be running away from the sun or having an umbrella to be walking through the sun. You are deflecting the natural vitamin D rays that's supposed to hit your skin, and you are not being able to produce the vitamin D that you need. So you're not getting much from your food, and you're blocking the direct rays from hitting your skin. What you're leaving yourself with is a deficiency in vitamin D. So if your vitamin D is low, then your immune system is low. Right? Very true. You see an animal that is sick. I have a cat and it looked sick, and what I saw it doing this week, it went and lie down right in the sun. It lie and spread itself in the sun. Even the animals know that. You need to get into the sun, right? Sometimes when we're sick and with a fever, we cover down and we go into our bed and we put bed sheets around when we should be out there in the sun, getting the vitamin D to fight that infection. Right? So when the kids are playing outside, leave them alone. They're getting that vitamin D, and they need it to keep them healthy. All right. So and we should do it. But here's how the body is designed to produce vitamin D. But as I said, most of the time we are indoors as opposed to outdoors. And even when we are outdoor, we probably in a vehicle, or or covered up, or maybe have some sunscreen on or something, and we are not getting the direct vitamin D that we need. And so in the body, there is the cholesterol. The food that you eat has cholesterol. Now some cholesterol are good, but you don't need too much, right? The body needs and the body can produce. So there is a compound called 7-dehydro cholesterol that combines, or that is affected by the rays from the sun. And as it hits this compound is produced, and it's carried into the liver, where the liver converts it to what is called calcidiol. And then from the liver, it goes into the kidney. So you see all the organs that are important in producing vitamin D. So if your liver is affected, whoops, you have cut the process of producing vitamin D. If you're having kidney failure is affected, you have also affected the process of getting vitamin D. So you see the body works as a machine, and all of these organs are important. You may say, but what does the kidney have to do with the liver? Oh yeah, they both are important in producing vitamin D. If any one of them is damaged, if you're drinking alcohol and your liver gets damaged, or your kidney gets damaged for whatever reason, your vitamin D production is affected. And because vitamin D is affected, your immune system is affected, right? And you get ulcerative colitis. You get the germs. You get all kind of infection and so forth, only because all of these organs are not working properly and they're not producing the vitamin D. There may be other reasons, but that's one of them. All right. So vitamin D is important for the absorption of calcium and the metabolism of calcium. It is also important to regulate the action of the parathyroid gland. The parathyroid gland is responsible for calcium regulation in your body. And if your calcium is not regulated, then you're left with muscle and nerve problems, right? And so it is important that all of these organs, vitamin D controls the action of the parathyroid glands, that also controls the way that calcium is utilized and the amount of calcium that's in the system. All right. If there's an abnormal level of calcium in your system, it results in brittle bones, it results in kidney stone, it results in fatigue, weakness, and many other problems. All right. So you might be feeling weak, you might be feeling fatigue all the time, and you might think, what is the problem? You may not know. It may be because you don't have enough vitamin D. And so calcium, the production of calcium is affected. The parathyroid gland is not working properly. And it's just a domino effect that is happening. All because you're missing a wonderful little vitamin called vitamin D. Now, because most of the time we don't get it from the sunlight, and we can't get it from our food, then the next best thing is to have a good supplement. All right, a good supplement that would be able to produce it, that will be able to give your body what it needs for the D. All right. Why vitamin D important, especially for postmenopausal women, ladies who are past the age of menopause? Their production of vitamin D is really, really down, right? Because of all this hormonal change, and because of that, they need the supplement. All right. As we said, it keeps your immune system healthy. It supports your joints. And your heart, the rhythm of your heart, the contraction of the heart, all of these things are important with vitamin D. All right. Now, along with vitamin D, there is another vitamin called vitamin K, and vitamin K is crucial to avoid calcium plaque build up in your arteries. All right. So it literally cleans out the calcium. Is good, but it's not in the arteries. It's good in the bones, right? It's good in the organs. And so if it's falling along in the arteries, it's going to build up. It's like thinking of a truck that is carrying concrete, and as it's going to the destination, the concrete is falling off on the road. And everywhere there is a pile of concrete falling on the road and gets hardened. That's exactly what calcium does in your system. Vitamin D, like a scavenger truck, comes and cleans it out. And so with the vitamin K, LiveGood can have added the D and K together so that you get a really, really good effect with it. With all of what I just said about vitamin D, it only costs as little as $8.50 for our members, 850, not much at all. All right. What about magnesium? Do you know that magnesium is involved in more than 300 chemical reactions in our body? It is responsible and it's involved in a lot of the processes that are taking place in our body that we don't know. Everything that has to do with your nerve and contraction and everything, your muscle and your nerve, sorry, your energy and so forth. Magnesium is essential for all of that. But here's what it's also essential for: helping you have a good sleep. Right? Helping you have. I was listening to a gentleman this week on Tim Miller's program on Saturday, and he said he said when he took the magnesium, that night he slept like a baby. And it is exactly what my own testimonial said when my sister-in-law told me the very same thing. She said, when I took that magnesium, I could not go to sleep at night, and I've been sleeping with absolutely no problem, right? It actually helps. And so as for little as $8.95, you don't need to get a tranquilizer. You don't need to get a Valium. You can get your little magnesium tablet and you can have a good night's rest, right? Of course, you don't want to abuse your body elsewhere, in other things and stay in a place and so forth, watching horror movies just before you go and sleep. This is not going to help, right? But if you want to have a good night's rest, the magnesium works very, very well. It's also essential for managing stress, right? If you're doing your exercise, giving you that energy to perform, because it works with the muscles and the nerves and so forth, and the coordination and all of that. It also helps with the heart rhythm. All right. It helps with promote bone strength, as we have said, and also reduce pain. Right? Reduce pain. So all of these things are important. Magnesium, a simple magnesium is important for all of this. Ours, $9.95. All right, not much compared to everything else on the market, $28.50 and $28.90. Ours is only $9.95. Now let me talk about organic super red. It's nice and red, as you can see it here. Organic super red. If you really want to have to live well and to have a good, healthy life as you grow, then you need to have good heart health. Your heart have to be functioning well. And the best way for your heart to function well is to get diet that is rich in red fruits and vegetables, right? The bioflavonoids in the red fruits, it is what is important to keeping your heart working well. All right. And if you're not getting enough of that, then your immune system will suffer, your energy level will suffer, your brain will be, will not be functioning well, because healthy, pure nutrients is not being able to get to that brain, so it will function. Obviously, your pressure will get high and will be out of control. But super red actually helps in that regard. How does it do? How does it do that? In your body, we have a compound in our body that the body produces, or it can get from outside source, but usually the body produces it when it has the raw ingredient that's needed to produce it. That compound is called nitric oxide. In your body, it is called the body's vasodilator, right? Vasodilator means it opens up the arteries and the veins of the body and allow it to have proper blood flow without any kind of resistance. Right? The resistance in the blood is what is called high blood pressure. All right? Your blood pressure that is being acted upon the walls of your artery. That's high blood pressure. So if the artery is open wide, then very little resistance, blood is flowing really at 100 miles an hour and it's getting to the destination, carrying all the nutrients, carrying the red blood cells, bringing the oxygen, and your body is working well. Your body produces nitric oxide. Young people, 20s and so forth, produces nitric oxide. And that's why they are healthy. When you are that age, you are much, much healthier. But as you grow older, the body's production of nitric oxide decreases to the point that when you get to the age 50, you are producing half of what you were producing when you were 20. Now, because of that, if you have less nitric oxide in your body, then the body is more constricted. The veins are more constricted and not as open as before. What does that lead to? High blood pressure. So you wonder why I was eating all the same thing I'm eating when I was young, but I did not get high blood pressure then, but how I'm getting it now as I'm getting older? Well, because your body is not producing the vasodilator. And so you have to be more careful as to what you eat and the amount that you eat and the exercise regime that you have and so forth, right? How much time do you sit around or doing activity and so forth and so forth. So all of that you have to take into consideration because there is a deficiency of nitric oxide. Now, what if you can stimulate your body to produce nitric oxide as you're growing? Or produce or give it the raw material that it needs so that it can produce it on its own. Well, that's exactly what super red does. All right, super red enables your body or stimulates your body to produce nitric oxide, and as it does so through an intricate process, one enzyme triggers another product, and another enzyme triggers another product, and what you're left with a compound called cyclic GMP. Cyclic GMP is a cyclic guanosine monophosphate, and that compound blocks the effect of myosin light chain phosphate. Myosin light, I'm giving you a little science here. Myosin light chain phosphate is what acts upon a compound called actin. These two combine right here and they cause contraction. Cyclic GMP prevents that from happening. And so if it prevents contraction, it causes relaxation. That is what you need. The relaxation is what you need to open up the vein. So the more cyclic GMP you have in your system, the more relaxation you have in your system, and the more blood flow and lack of resistance. All right. And this is how super red works. It enables your body to produce nitric oxide that acts upon with guanylyl cyclase to produce cyclic GMP. Now, here's something else I'm going to tell you. Why is if your husband around, you want them to be close by? You have heard of a compound called sildenafil. All right, Viagra. Well, everybody have heard about Viagra. All right, Viagra works for men by preventing the breakdown of cyclic GMP. As your body produces the cyclic GMP, if it's broken down into GMP, then the power, the relaxation power is decreased drastically, and blood, instead of flowing into the organ, is being pushed out of the organ and it falls down. As more blood comes into the organ, it stands up and it does the job it's supposed to do. And that's how Viagra works. Well, that is exactly how, well, almost similar that super red works. Red fruits and vegetables causes the increase of cyclic GMP and prevents the breakdown of cyclic GMP. And it causes the same relaxation. And here's what it says. It has been touted in the industry that super red is a natural Viagra. And that is the reason it is being sold. It's the highest selling product in the entire company, because not only the ladies are drinking it, because ladies always love their heart to be good and so forth, but they have told their husband about it. And their husband are saying, well, let me see how it works. And when they find out that it works, you know what they're doing? Order 2 and 3 and 4 for me, please. I don't have to use Viagra again. I don't have to use Lizatil and everything else. The guys, people are selling them by the roadside and they tell you it's good for this. I can use a natural product. Good for my heart, good for my health, but also good for me when I need to rise. All right? And it is honestly, it's working. I can testify that it works. It actually works. I'm using it myself. How much is it? But I'm not using it just for that, because you can't be doing that all the time. But you're using it just because you want to have a good heart, right? Good heart, beating well, and doing the work that it's supposed to do. And our product has the beetroot, it has the hawthorn berry, it has wheatgrass, pomegranate, grapeseed, all of the good things that you ever wanted to have in your system. You couldn't buy a portion of this and a portion of that because it's costly. Well, it's all combined into one superfood called Super Red. And it is good for cardiovascular health, circulation, sexual health, brain and cognitive function. It is just doing the job, and persons are buying it. It's the highest selling product in the company. It is sold for just $18. Now, outside, there are also other companies that are making red juice. They sell theirs. for $70. We sell ours for $18. Super Beet is sold for $40. It's a very good product, but beets is the main ingredient, right? We have beet, but we also have the Hawthornberry, we have the Arunia fruit berry, we have the pomegranate, we have all of the other things combined, and ours is just a fraction of the price. That is how LiveGood is keeping up to its mantra. Getting you healthy, stay healthy. You don't have to burst the bank to get to do that. All right. And along with super red, you know, if you have the red fruit, you need to have the green fruits, the greens. Everybody know that the greens. The kids don't want to eat it, but parents are saying you got to eat it. It's good for your health. They know that because it's very good. Very good for your immune protection. Very good for energy. The green, when you think of the greens, you think of green leafy vegetable. What makes it green? Well, we learned that at school, chlorophyll. Well, find out the properties of chlorophyll. It's good for you, right? And this is what it helps with energy and recovery. Chlorophyll is needed for the plant to make the food, right? So without chlorophyll, the plants cannot make food. But when you eat the green, you're stimulating your body, stimulating the energy in your system, right? It is absolutely, it works really, really good. All the athletes know that. They use the shakes and so forth with all the greens and so forth when they want to run fast and do, you know, lift up their weights and so forth. It is very, very good. So if you're lacking energy, you know, when you fall sick, how much time does it take to recover? Well, your body needs the super green. And so stress support, digestive health, and detox. There is the aloe vera in there, right? That help detoxify your system. So it cleans up the system. Now, you knew that when we were growing up, we used to detox our system. We used to before you go back to school, your parents would give you some kind of cooling and help, you know, flush out all the toxins. But we stopped doing it as we get older. Well, there's a natural way that you can do it. You take your super green, and it will help you do this thing and clean you up very, very nicely. All right. And so that helps you very much. How much is super green? The same price, just $18. All right. Same price as super red. Now, I am using a product right now called complete plant based protein. I've been a vegan, total vegan for almost, well, 12 going to 13 years now. Right. No animal product. And when I saw that product, I was really, really interested in it. I read on it. I said, what was the product inside of it? Complete plant-based protein. I bought it, and my wife told me that, what is it about? I said, well, not only is it good for protein and everything, you know, but it also helps you lose weight. She said, seriously, I need to lose some weight. And so I bought two. The lady is using this thing, and she have already enlisted to me. Don't forget, the month is coming. You got to make another order. Make sure complete plant-based protein is in there. She's seeing results. And I've never seen her so excited with doing her workouts, right? And she shows me her line, and she said, that thing used to be tight on my tummy. Now look at it, it's loose, it's working. And she just so, I've never seen her so excited. Now, if she's excited, I'm excited as well. I'm going to get her complete plant-based protein instantly. If the lady is excited, man, it's good for us, right? You want to keep your wife excited. You want to keep your wife happy. And if she's happy, it's you happy as well. That's how it works, right? Of course. And so I will sure get the order for the lady, make sure she's losing the weight, being excited. And I know that also will be down to my goodness. All right. So I'm excited about it as well. I'm using it myself, and I'm seeing not as fast as her because I think she's pushing more than me, but but she's doing very good. And lean muscle mass is being built and restored because of that complete plant-based protein. If you haven't tried it, you want to try it. Marva will tell you about it at the end of the program because she told me how she's using it and the things and how the shakes that she's doing. And it is really, really good. Just $22 and you will get it. Next best thing on the market, total vegan, $62. Travani has a plant-based protein as well, $60. Ours, $22, 1/3 of the price. So that's why we're doing. Now I have this other product, essential amino acid. I started using this one. I do not use coffee. I don't, when you're feeling a little down and you're feeling like the energy is sapping, you've been working all day, or you want to do some gym work and you want to feel some energy, You know, some persons take caffeinated drinks and so forth. I don't use caffeine at all. So essential amino was my best, was my good choice. And when I took it, I actually tried using it in the morning. Have a lot of energy, but sometimes during the daytime, I will feel, you know, a little sleepy after lunch and so forth. You still have a lot of work to do at the workplace and so forth. And then I decided I'm going to start taking it around afternoon time, after lunch. When I did that, I remember the first time, as I was driving back, and sometimes after a long day, you're driving back to your base and you feel really, really, really tired. I did not feel the tiredness. I did not feel the fatigue. And I said, oh, wow, that's it. If you want to conquer that afternoon fatigue, essential amino acid. This is the basic block, the basic building block of all protein. All right. So all the proteins that you eat, whether it's meat or for animal, for plant, it has to be broken down into amino acid. All right. And so you're getting it already in the amino acid form so that it works almost instantly. And it is a good stuff, all natural, all plant-based. All right. So this is good. This is good as well. Factor 4. Factor 4 is always running out because it is the first and only inflammation management supplement ever formulated. It contains the 4 of the most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients. Fish oil, from the fish oil, you get the omega-3, turmeric, coenzyme, CoQ10, and garlic. Now, you're familiar with these. These are some of the most powerful anti-inflammatory supplements, food that you will find. So Dr. Heather Flub, one of the top worst immunologists, have put this in a nice combination. And what it's doing is fighting inflammation. It supports joint and organ health, right? Promotes immune system and also help with your heart and your circulation. And I'll tell you something, chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world, right? In fact, 50% of all death can be attributed to inflammatory disease, heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, kidney, liver problem. All of these are as a result of chronic inflammation. So if you can take care, if you can control and reverse inflammation, you know what you're doing. You're reversing these conditions, right? A natural way, with natural products, things that you have in your kitchen, but putting it in a proper combination all together, it is actually doing the work, all right? And ours, factor 4, is just $18.50. It's not much. Look at the next one, Omega Plus, $56. CoQ Max, $58. That's LiveGood, and it's growing by leaps and bounds because the price of the product are very, very cheap, right? Compared to what you will get outside. And our quality better, at least it matches, and even better than what you'll find. There is a coffee called Healthy Organic Weight Management Coffee with mushrooms. That's the longest name of coffee that you have heard, but it actually has inside of it everything that is said there. It is very, very good for losing weight. It has the functional mushroom. These are called adaptogens that help your body feel better. It also enables you to manage stress and so forth, all right? And helps you to lose the weight, to lose weight. And I understand that it tastes very well and that the caffeine content in it is very, very low as well. But I don't use any coffee, so I don't know. I haven't sampled, I will not sample it myself. I don't use caffeine at all, period. All right, but for those who use it and persons who drink the coffee, not a problem. It also helps. It has Peruvian ginseng that helps support learning and memory and so forth. So it is a good product. All right, for those who are able to use it. All right, so it actually helps. The losing weight is the number in the company. This one is the #1 if you want to lose weight. There also is the CBD oil. The CBD oil you probably heard of, cannabidiol. The cannabidiol. It is a phytocannabinoid that is taken from the cannabis plant. You've heard everywhere around, have heard about medicinal marijuana. Medicinal marijuana is not the same that you just take from the tree and just drink it. No, these are extracted. These are a certain kind of cannabinoid that in fact Marijuana has 113 different cannabinoids. 113 have been identified. One of them is called THC. THC is the one that causes you to cause the people to feel high, give you the high. It is the one that causes the addiction. That's why when persons are taking it, they have to get bigger joints and so forth, because they want to see the pearly gates and every thing that's a day. But CBD is another type of cannabinoid, but this has no quality for causing you to be high. It is totally more on the medicinal part, where it actually helps with inflammation. It helps with depression, anxiety. It helps to treat seizures, and reduce pain in your muscles and so forth. That's what they have discovered, and they're discovering a lot more. They have tested it on Parkinson's disease, and it works. They have tested it on cerebral palsy, it works, right? So certain types of seizures, it works. Even post-traumatic stress disorder, it actually works. So it actually is very, very good, and they're discovering a lot more properties of it right now. But CBD oil is good for persons who have certain conditions and sometimes some of the conditions that they treat they have not gotten all the drugs that can treat it. All right, so it is good. We have two types. We have the 750 milligrams as well as the 1500 milligrams for human, and then there is one for your pets as well. So if you have your hybrid dog and so forth, you want them to be in top shape, you want to give them that. There is a 300 milligram formulation for the pets. All right. However, when you compare ours, 750 milligrams, you get it for $18. And when you look outside of our industry to buy CBD oil, you see that Green Roads makes a CBD oil at 550 milligrams. And theirs is cost $90 US. We have 750 milligrams, which is higher than 550, but ours is just $18. That is 1/5. So I can buy 5 of mine while you buy 1 of yours. And yours has 550. Mine has 5 times 750. So you talk about quality and a good deal. There's where you get it, right? Young Living has theirs for no less 500 milligrams for $80. 750 for $18. If you really want to get CBD, you know where you can find it. All right. What about your skin products? We have Instant Youth that is very, very good. It actually works really, really quickly. Actually, I have it and I've used it, and you feel the tightness on the skin almost instantly as it begins to work. In 90 seconds, it can help you looking younger. All right. For persons who are really concerned about that, that's a good product to have. I love this one, however, the Ageless. The Ageless works similar, but the Ageless it helps your skin make collagen. And collagen is what keeps our skin looking young and plump and radiant as we are young. As we get older, your body produces less and less collagen, pretty much stops, right? And that's what triggers in the aging process, right? The skin gets dry, it doesn't have the elasticity anymore. Fluid, the hydration inside of it is removed because collagen is not being produced. So if you have able to put collagen back into your skin or to stimulate your body to produce the collagen, then you know you are keeping yourself from getting old too fast and getting saggy and so forth, right? And that is how Ageless works. And you actually feel it when you rub it on. You don't have to use much, just a little bit, and then you can feel it going into your skin, and you can feel the hydration cycle. The water is able to penetrate into the skin and fill it up again, and actually works really, really nice. Now, this product used to be sold for $60, and the celebrities and so they always used to have it. The skin looking nice and so forth, and you wonder why their skin are always looking so nice. And well, they've been using this HLS for some time. They used to buy it for $60. Well, with LiveGood, the same product, same company has come into agreement with us, and they're making it available for just $15. So now they're catering for the poor people like me and you, right? That cannot afford the high prices. So $15 and you can have your HLS. And then the newer product that just came out is collagen peptide. This is a collagen supplement, helps slow down your skin aging. We talked about collagen. It have a younger looking skin. It counters joint pain, improve your lean mass, strengthens your muscles, just and help both your function and the structure of your system, your ligaments, your tendons, all of it. Sometimes you feel the pain in your knee and so forth. This helps correct that because it's collagen that is either being wasted away or it's not being produced. And so that collagen helps put back the collagen into your tendons and your ligaments and so forth, your hair and your nails, all of that as a result of collagen. All right. So this is the product. That's one of the newer products that just came. In fact, it just came last month. It was introduced on the 30th of last month. So this is a good product that just came. Also, there is the CBD pain. We talk about the CBD. There's the pain relief spray that actually I want to actually work as long as I have the permission to bring down CBD into St. Lucia. At the present moment, I can't do that. And so they actually, I think, working on a preparation that has more CBG, right? It's another type of the cannabinoid, but this one is not regulated as the CBD, right? You see, because the system, as you know, the system and what the Rasta would call the Babylon system, right? Would when the Rastas were using their cannabis, they just banned the whole thing. They could care less what part of it was medicine or what part was causing addiction, whatever, what part was for trafficking. They just banned the whole thing. And all of the Caribbean have pretty much the same law on that. Jamaica has gone a little step further where it has regulated how much that persons can grow and how much they can use. A lot of us are still stuck and we still have a ban on it. You know, and so they need to free it up so that persons can actually get the medicinal aspect of it. That's what they want. All right. And as long as they can do that, the Canadians still have their border closed to CBD. My country still have the border closed to CBD and so forth. So we can't get direct benefit from it, but other places can, and they're saying that it actually works. So in the event that you can make sure you check you before you order, make sure that you check to see whether your country allows it, because you don't want you ordering your stuff and they're seizing it on the customer taking it away. So just make sure you have that before you actually order. All right, that said, we have the last product that was just brought last week is the energy focus patches and the sleep patches. All of these are natural products that is inside of it. You put it on and it lasts for 8 hours. The energy on focus is for the day, the sleep patch is for the night, and it actually helps you sleep. They say that it helps you sleep for 8 straight hours. So not bad a product at all. All right. And all has only fruits and vegetables it's made of, just the right ones that enables you to do that. So if you want everything, the price is one of everything. The price is $319 US for all. I did not mention everything that we have, but there's some more. And if if that's all what you need, you can get it. If you buy it as a retailer, then you pay a lot more. You pay another $150 more. So you rather want to be a member and get that $150 saved, right? If you want one of each. But you don't have to do that. You could just take what you need. And, as time goes on, if you need something else, you could order, all right? Now, how do you become a member of LiveGood? How do you get benefit from all these products? Notice I keep saying the member's price. There's a member's price and there's a retail price. The retail price is always higher than the member's price. But what does it cost you to become a member? Well, to be a member, you have to have a link from someone who's part of the company. So as you get that link from the person who's already a member, you sign up, you use that link to sign up. And then you have a one-time what's called an affiliate registration fee of $40 US. Now, most companies, when they start, it's $100, it's $300, and so forth to start. We have made ours available so that what we call in my local jargon, the Mali way, the poor man on the street can pull up can save a $40 US somewhere, over time. And if they don't have it right away, you can borrow it and say, I want to be part of this thing. And as soon as I start making money out of it, I will give it back to you. So $40 US, you never have to pay that again. First, one time only, $40 US. The only thing that you have to do to maintain your membership, now that you have pretty much bought your membership for $40, to maintain your membership is $9.95. Now, what is it that you are getting for that $9.95 that you have to that you pay? That's the only commitment you have to the company. You don't have to sell products for the company. No, you don't. If you want to, you do, but you don't have to do it, right? You do not have to buy the product if you don't want to, right? But the $9.95 is to maintain your membership, but you want to maintain your membership for a reason. Here's what happened. When you become a member, the first thing that you're given 3 websites, right? The first website is called the corporate site. That is your membership. That's your back office. That's your digital ledger. Everything that you do is seen by you. You have a password to your office. It's your own business. You have a password to your office to go and check what's inside. You have a place where you can do your shopping online. All right. And you can see the information I'm telling you here. You can see that information about your products. You could read, you could tell other persons about it. When you start speaking, people wonder where you learn all the science from, because you can learn it yourself and you can see the product and read up on it. You can even go outside and check your Google if you want to. All right. But a company with that website, like as in this one is mine, it says, "Welcome, A.Charles. You're in control." Right? This is the control panel for LiveGood. And so you see on the side here, everything you need to know: your order history, if you have ordered, your information that you provide, the shop, your membership. You know, when you started, or when you want to renew your membership, you see your team, you see your referrals, your enroll. You'll understand all of that. What all of that means as you get in there, you'll see that your website and everything of that sort. Your statistic, it actually tells you if you advertise in your business online. It actually tells you if you had any hit for the day, if anybody visited your website for the day. It actually tells you, it records everything. If you had 8% that visited your website, anybody bought anything, it tells you. You know, yes, it actually gives you a statistic, a number of what is happening. It tells you of your earnings and everything else. So that's your back office. You want to that's your website. The second website you're given is a Powerline landing page. Now, most of you probably would have seen that little video when somebody sent that link to you. It helps you do the advertising. You don't have to do your advertising and write up something or whatever. You just send that link to somebody, said, "Can you have a look at it? I just joined this company and you know, I would like to introduce you to it. Tell me what you think." Right? And the person clicks on that and they listen to that 5.5-minute video with Ryan, with Ben Glinsky, and it tells you what the company is all about, right? And person gets excited by doing. In fact, a lot of persons join the company by just listening to the video. When a pastor of mine sent this link to me, he said the same thing. "I want you to have a look at this thing. Tell me what you think about it." And the moment I listened to the thing, I got excited about it. It resonated with me. The product was, I did not come in for the money. You know, the products, when the time I saw the products, I'm like, that looks good. That really, really looks good. I saw the science behind the product. I read up that morning about the products and so forth. And I said, whoa, this is nice. This is good. Right? And that's what excited me about it when I came in. So as you do that, at the end of the video, it will tell you, reserve your position. And then you just sign your name and your name and your email. And an email is sent to you, the email that you provide, giving you the more information of what you need to know. All right. So don't be hesitant to do that, because sign up on that dotted line actually helps you to secure a top position. All right. In the top position, when you reserve your position, your position is reserved until Thursday of the next week or the same week. So if it's like today, you reserve your position today. That position is reserved until Thursday, when the week cuts off for the business. They close there every week, and they take reconciliation every week on a Thursday at midnight. All right. And so persons who are in the reserve position, if they activate it, if they bought their position, they fit them into the matrix, into the business, where what position they ought to fall. So you want to reserve, that's free. You don't have to pay for that. You could reserve your position, even if you're saying, well, I don't have the money, I will get paid at the end of the week. No problem, but your position is reserved, and it stays reserved until Thursday night. If somebody else, and you did not activate, you did not buy your package, but somebody else bought it, then when the Thursday comes for the reconciliation, they will put that person into the place, and then you will reserve for the next week, because you did not pay you did not activate your position. All right, then the final website that you're given is the retail site. And on that retail site, you have it's a retail business. Earlier on, I told you about having your own business. Well, all of the products that I mentioned, I talked about, it will be on your website with your name. Your name would read Glenn Charles, welcome to Glenn Charles' website. And it tells you can freely browse through everything and shop and put it into your cart and pay with your Visa card, your credit card, your Bitcoin, whatever way that you want to do it. So that persons who just on the internet, liming around, they see this product, they want to buy it. Or maybe somebody you told about it, they're not interested in the business, but they want the product. You say, well, here is where you can get it. It's like giving them a link to Amazon, or, or to eBay or whatever. Whereas your link, it's your shop good, your LiveGood shop, and it sends them to that link. And whatever product that they buy, the company registered that it was sold on your website. And then there is a compensation for you. The company will actually, in the next slides, I'll show you what you can get when somebody buys from your website. So here is a company, with all what we have said, we talked about the product, how good the company is with regards to product, the quality of the product, the price of the product makes it available so you can use it to improve your health and to stay healthy, right? But the company have another aspect to it. They say, not only are we interested in providing the best quality plant-based organic supplements, but we want to help persons financially. So that as a member of the company, there is a compensation plan that the company have, where it actually from the money that it's collected for the sales of its product, it's actually making that available to the members of LiveGood. Of course, there are certain things that you have to do to be able to qualify for it. And you will see how you can actually qualify and how you can actually earn. There's 7 different ways of earning in the company. 7 different ways. Let's go through some of them. Let's go through them. So there is a weekly quick bonus. It's called a weekly fast cash bonus. If you join tonight, for example, you are given the free website I told you. One of them is that link, and that link that have the video. That link becomes the link that you can share with persons. So you have it, it's written in your name. You can share with persons, and as persons see it, and they sign and they join with you. Right? They join with you. They join as a member of your team because you're the one who introduced them to the company. Now, if somebody joins tonight, let's say I sent it out and somebody listened to it and they said, okay, can you provide me that link? I'm really excited about the products and also about the compensation. I want to be part of it just for $9.95. I want to be part of it. When that person joins, here's what happened. At the end of the week, when first they come, when the company is making the reconciliation, it recognized that somebody joined using my link, but the person joined with $49.95, $40, and the $9.95 for the first month. That's $49.95. That's $50, right? So the company have received $50 because somebody joined. Well, the company splits the $50 into 2. The company keeps 25 and they give me 25 because I was the one who brought a new person into their company. Now, if I do that to a second, supposing I had 2 persons that joined for the week, I've made 25 from this person and 25 from that person. But how much did I take to join? I took $50 to join, but I've just made back the $50 by just bringing 2 persons into the company. I'm not you paying for them, but you're just introducing them to the company. If I get a 3rd person, then I'm in the bonus. Now I'm in profit because I've broken even. I've paid back my debt, my investment, and now I've made another $25. Every person that you bring into the company, you make $25. You bring 10 persons for the week, then you make 25 by 10, $250 US. You only took $50 to come and you have made $250. Well, the first guy who I was listening to, he said he made $1,000 in his first month. He said, wow, this is simple. This is simple. I have so much persons in my contact list. Let me start sending this video to persons. He was able to get 40 persons to sign that very first month. He didn't buy a product, he didn't even use a product, but he made $1,000. How is it? 40 by 50 is $2,000. So he made $2,000 for the company. The company kept 50% of it, 1,000, and they gave him back 50%. He made 1,000. So he looked at it, he says, hold on, I paid $50 to be a part of this company, and in my first month, I made $1,000 legitimately. Well, what do you think he did? He continued to work. And now he's a diamond in the company in record time, right? We all can do that. We have persons in our contact. We know persons at our church who are suffering from this joint pain, and that person have that heart problem, and this person have hypertension, they're struggling with it. But we have products, natural products that could actually help persons. So you say, well, who will I tell about? Just tell them about it. You're not the one going to make the decision for them. But as they listen, they say, wow, this thing works. It's not too expensive. I could try this thing and let's see if it works. All right. So they could come in and buy the product or come into the company and join the company the same, so they could get the product at the same discounted price, and you get compensated for telling somebody about the company. So how many companies do you know after you've spoken about them, they call you up and pay you for it? But LiveGood is doing that, right? If you bring somebody new to the company, they say, okay, thanks for your effort. Here is $25 for that. 25 US dollars. It can add up, it can go a long way. All right. So that's the very first way that you can get paid. And even if there is a generational fast start, as you begin to rank up into the company, you bring 2 persons, you become a bronze member. And now another 10% is added on your second generation. So that if I bring, let me see, somebody into the company, that somebody who's listening to me here. If I bring Carter, and Carter brings Carrie, right? So because I brought Carter, I got $25. Now Carter brings Carrie, so Carter gets $25. But because I was the one who brought Carter and Carter brought Carrie, well, the company is also giving me an additional 10% on Carrie. So Carter will get his $25 offer, not of her, but of the 50 that she brought in, and the company gives me another $5 off it as well. So that month, I will have made an extra $5. And as you rank up, you will actually go in deeper and deeper, up to 10 levels deep. You can get to, if you get to your diamond level. So that means you can be gaining a little something from everybody's $50 that came in, even if you've never met them in your lifetime. But because it was your influence that first introduced it to Carter, then Carter to Carrie, and Carrie to Jack, and so forth and so forth. The information is going on, it's spreading, but you started, and so the company continued to pay you for your effort from the very beginning. Because a lot of persons, when they receive things like that, what do? They just say, another hoax, another scam. Let me just delete it. I don't want to be involved in it. Never listen to it or anything. They just assume it's not good. But there's other persons who say, let me have a listen. If it doesn't sound good, I discard it. But then they see and they say, real people, genuine persons talking about the genuine product that they receive. They say, it's not so bad after all, right? Now, you didn't throw it away. You pass it on to somebody. Have a look at that. That effort is what helps the company grow, because more persons are getting to know about the company through your passing it on. And so that you get compensation by the company for doing so. That's not bad. The matrix level is every time that you bring in, somebody comes. So that's me here. I brought in 2 persons this week. So one found on my right and one on my left. I have only 2 positions. The company only gives me 2 positions to hold on to put persons in. But if I have a 3rd person or 4th person that wants to come, where do I put them? Because I have no more position directly under me. So the company allow me to put that person under my first person I brought in. And if I have another person, it does not put him there. It gives him one as well. So in other words, it's saying, if you should help your team grow. But I'm not going to allow you to just help the person that you want to. We want the love to spread about, because there are some persons who may never be able to invite anybody. They don't have that skill. They don't even know any person per se, but they want to be part of the company. The company say, well, here's that. The team can be helping them. All right. And so let me show you what happens. If I have 6 persons. The first 2 occupy this first position. The next 2, one goes here and one goes here. Unless I have some more. Well, I also help him. Now, he may not have started because he just beginning to understand how the company works and so forth. He hasn't done any work. But here's what I can help him have 1 person, because I'm continuing to work. It's called spillover. All All right. So I'm building my team. Notice I'm the top here because that's my team, right? And I am building my team. And when he begins to work, he adds his 1 or 2 or 3. And because he wants to build his team as well, it's also filling up. And that generation is that first line, level 1 is complete. Level 2 is complete. Level 3 is about to be completed because persons are being added. All right. As we begin to work, one is helping each other and we are feeding off each other. That's a good way for a company to work. It's the teamwork makes the dream work, right? That's up there and that's true. So here's what the company does. It allots 2.5% of persons who are in your matrix every month. It allows because they bring in the $10 for the month. The company takes 2.5% and makes it available to you. So you say, what is 2.5% of 10? Not much, just 25 cents. But here's how it adds up. As the level 1 fills, let me just show you the next slide. On level 1, there are 2 persons. So if you get 25 cents from one, 25 cents from other, you get 50 cents in the first level. The second level, there are 4 persons. So now you have 6 in all. So it's 6 by 25. As the levels begin to fill up and your team is beginning to grow and more persons are being added, you get the 25 cents. But all is 25 cents, just a meager 25 cents, but it's adding up because your team is filling up. You are helping, you are spearheading your team, and your team is being filled. Now, you never know when you might stumble or you might send your link out to somebody who's really big into network marketing. Or it may not be you, but maybe someone that you brought in knows someone who have been doing this thing for a long time, and he has a big team in America. And here's what, by adding him and he sells that to his team, you have hundreds of persons being added under you. Now, supposing you have it comes to 1,000 persons, your team has built to 1,000 persons. Every month you will be collecting, you will be pocketing of 25 cents by 1,000, $250, right? Every month. Now, what could $250 do for your earnings? That's extra US dollars. That's just a small amount, but that's one way the company actually pays you. As you see the progress and you continue to work, you start making contact with these persons and so forth, and you help motivate them and so forth, they add it up. And if your team and your levels ever get filled to the 15th level, that will take some time. The company is there for the long haul. But if it ever gets filled, you could be making $16,383 a month, every single month, as extra bonus for your daytime work or whatever else that you're doing. All right. So will it ever get there? Maybe not. But it can get anywhere in between here, but any extras will help. In this guava season, when the cost of living is skyrocketing, any other way that you can get some money legitimately is a good way. But here's another thing, the matching bonus, 5 generations deep. You earn 50% matching bonus from your directs. So here's what happens. Let me show you the next slide. If I bring in 2 persons and they are making 25, let's say I just been a small number, they're making $25 for their matrix, or maybe $50 for in their matrix, because the people that they have built under them, but the company pays me who brought them, or they match it by 50% of what my direct is making. So if my direct makes $100 in the matrix, the company gives me an additional $50. Now, where is the company getting all that money? It's getting it from the $9.95 that we are paying. The $9.95 membership, it's spreading this about so that everyone who was involved in getting that $9.95 into that company, they give you a little something for it. It goes up to different levels, but you get something for it. So in other words, the company is saying, we are not just collecting money. We are collecting money. We obviously pay for our products and to continue our business, but we are making most of it back available to the members who are helping us grow. Where will you fall in that? It all depends on how you work. All right. If you're working, you will get paid. If you're not doing anything, you may not get paid. Here is an example. If you have 10 personally enrolled persons who earns $6,000 per month in the matrix, you will match 50% with what they will be doing. So that for every person that earns 10,000 that you brought in, they earn 10,000, where you got 6,000, the company gives you 3,000, half of it. they make available to you. Now, if it's 10 by 3,000, it's $30,000. You could be making $30,000 into your matrix as you grow, right? And that's just a small amount. The persons who make it, who, right as we speak, are making more than that every month. All right. So it is a good business, and they're paying back. Now, here's another way that the company pays you back. Remember, we talked about the free websites. One of them is called a retail website, and the company gives you retail commission. So if you were talking about the product, and somebody decided that they wanted the product, and you give them your link, and they went to buy the product. They bought a super red. The super red costs $18 for the member, but they're not a member because they now haven't joined the company. They just want the product. Well, they get it at $29.95. That's $30. They pay $12 extra because they have not paid their membership, so they're not entitled to their discount. All right. So they paid the product for $30. The company makes a profit of $12 on that product, because had they been a member, they would have sold it for $18. But because they're not a member, they get it for $30. So of that $12 that is made, a sale was made from your website, the company made $12 in profit on that sale. The company keeps 50%, and they give you 50% of that profit. So you will get $6, the company takes $6. If you're a bronze member, the company gives you 60%, not just 50%. And if you're a silver, you get 70%. So the higher your rank, the more of the profit that you'll get to keep. That makes sense, right? Because by selling the product, supposing the person did not just buy one super red, they probably bought a super red and a super green and a factor 4, and so the company probably made $20 or $30 profit. Well, they cut it half and half with you. And if you're ranking up, it will be 70%, they keep 30. It will be 80%, they keep 20. The company is paying back and giving back to you. And that's a really, really generous company, I find, because it seems like everything, at least you're getting 50% of everything that they make it. They put it back to the members in direct money. All right. There's the influencer bonus. But if you were able to sell and move a lot of product for the month, maybe you have a pharmacy, maybe you have a health store or something, or you know of somebody and you have introduced the business to them, so forth. But if you move in a lot of product, a lot of sales for the company, well, with addition to the 50%, they're adding some additional commissions. All right. And if you were ever able in 1 month to move 50,000 worth of product, well, you get to keep the entire profit margin, right? You get to keep everything. They're not taking anything. But if you move 25,000, well, you get to keep 90% of the profit and so forth. That's called the influencer bonus. All right. And then there is the big one that most persons want to aspire to be. It's called the diamond pool bonus. As you begin to rank up in the company, you bring in more persons, your team is being built, you can eventually get to the diamond level. But the diamond level allows the company, or the company makes 2% of its profits, or rather its sales. It makes 2% available in what is called a diamond pool. So it puts all that money into the diamond pool, and everybody who's a diamond receives a portion of it. They split it evenly, and they receive if they're 10 diamonds, then they split it by 10. If they're 20 diamonds, then they split that profit by 20. So here's what happened. The first guy who became a diamond, his name is Tim Miller, and he became a diamond in 4 weeks. A record in 4 weeks, right? And because he already had been in network marketing, and he knew he had a big network base. He had been in many before, so he knew a lot of persons, and he was able to bring them into LiveGood, tell them about it. They got excited. They all themselves are building their team as well. So he became the very first diamond. But that month, the company, the 2% of its sales equal to $25,000. That's way back when we started in December. By January to February, so the sales for that month was 25. He became the first diamond. Here's how much he picked up for that month. $25,000 one time. He got. The second month, there were 2 more persons who had become diamond. So there are 3 of them as diamond. So you say, okay, this time he's not going to take so much money home because you have to divide it evenly. Well, no. Actually, they've all got $23,000. How is that so? Because the company had grown during the month, had a lot more sales during the month. So now their 2% was no longer 25, but it was $69,000 it was equal to. And so they were able to split that in 3, and each of them got $23,000. But a bad deal. 1 month you got 25, the next month you got 23. And they continue to get in the diamond pool as the company sells and it's expanding and it's growing. That 2% is always being refilled, and it's spread out, and they all getting the money out of it. Now, trust me, I would love to be a diamond. How long it's gonna take? I wish it happened now, but that's an aspiration, right? And you want to be a diamond as well, so that you can be gaining directly from the company. You become a shareholder right now because they have to split the profit with you. Not bad. So how do you get paid in the company, in your back office? There is the e-wallet, a global e-wallet that the company has, and it is sponsored by or powered by iPayout. As you sign up for that, when you get the commissions for the month, whatever comes your way, it enables that e-wallet to send to your bank, to make a bank transfer to you. If you live, or wire transfer, if you live in the United States and you have an American account, you can wire that directly to you. It can be placed upon a card, a MasterCard, sorry. I'll show you the image in the next slide, or you can allow you to pay to get your money in Bitcoin. All right. So there are various ways that you can actually receive the money through electronically. All right. Not through, well, of course you can get it wired to your bank if you have an American account. All right. The Americans always have the privilege because the company is based in America, but it can be, so there's bank transfer, there is prepaid card, there is checks and different ways, and also Bitcoin and different ways. So here is what the prepaid card looks like. It only costs $10 to have one, and then you can direct the company to send them your payment onto your MasterCard, and you can use your MasterCard to do anything, just like you would shop online, or you could swipe, with it at the payout and get your product paid, because it's loaded with the money that is being sent to you for the month. All right. So if you made $400 for the month, $400 have been added to your card, and so you could do whatever you want with it. If you want to buy something from Amazon, you do that. If you want to give somebody a prepaid card, a gift card, whatever you want to do, you do it. If you want to pay for your bills, you swipe and it will go. It's a MasterCard. Now, this is I'm excited about the fact that MasterCard is involved with us, because MasterCard is a reputable company around the world, just like Visa and MasterCard. You know them, right? And for them to have so much confidence in this company that they have a direct affiliation with us, making one of their cards available for persons in our company to use, tells you that they believe that this is not a scam, but that's a legitimate registered company in the United States that's doing legitimate business, or else they would not get involved with something like that. So that is in itself tells you that you're dealing with a legitimate company, legal, legitimate, above board, right? And doing everything the right way. And so MasterCard has partnered with us, and they have this card available for us to get paid by. There is also the Bitcoin way, as we said, Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency. Persons who are into it, if you're not into it, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. But persons who are into it, they could say, I have a Bitcoin wallet, send my money across to that. They would do the conversion, and you will get your payment in Bitcoin, or in Litecoin, or in Ethereum, Doge, and any of these cryptocurrency that you may be involved with. All right. So there is that ability to get paid this way. Now, having heard all of what we have just said, there are 3 ways that you can be part of the company, or you can get involved with the company. You can be a retail customer. You just want to buy your product on retail. Why you want to do that, I don't know, because it costs you more every time. But if you're a member, you get the discount. There is another way that you just be a member, and you're not going to get any compensation, but you just were interested in just the product, then you can stay as a member. But I would say I'll pay that extra $40. I think I'd be smart enough to say I would pay that $40, and I put myself in the place where I can get money back from the company. Why not? How would I want to be spending money all the time when there's a possibility if I bring in somebody, I get $25. If I bring in the next person, I get another $25. That's paid, have already paid what I invested in there, right? And it's also, if I made a full 25, why not I leave it to pay my $10 monthly, my $10 monthly membership fee. So I can be benefiting from the company and making profit out of the company by becoming an affiliate member. That's the best place to be. All right, so having said that, you want to act and not just leave it for the next time and leave it and say, I will join. No, it's just $40. You make a $40 investment, you get a company online registered in your name. You don't have to pay any overheads. You don't have to pay for staff. You don't have to pay for security. You don't have to pay for putting cameras up because the thieves are coming around your place. No, it's online, it's well protected. You don't have to even be worrying about how, when the person comes with their MasterCard, do I have a swipe box, or something for, that point of sale, but you don't have to do all of that. The company does all of that for you. But because you were the one that introduced the person to it, or to your website that they saw and they came and buy, you are entitled to getting compensation in your retail compensation, right? So having said all of that, I am excited. I'm still excited about the company. The product is number one. It's A+. It works. I'm seeing the result. My wife is talking about it. I'm happy. She's happy. And trust me, you want to be part of it as well and experience what we are experiencing. If not for the compensation, but for the products, it is still a good place to be. But as we said, do not procrastinate, because procrastination is a thief of time and success. And beware of the but syndrome. The but syndrome saying it makes sense, but you don't know why. You don't know why you don't want to be part of it. But you say that. But beware of the but syndrome. And reserve your position, get yourself on board. And even if it's just for a month, and here's what happens. If you do not want, yes, taking the questions now, if you do not want to continue, you don't have to continue. You could just end your subscription anytime you want, right? But if you paid for the month, you're covered for the month. And the next month, you'll pay the $10. That's all you have to pay. You don't have to buy products if you don't want. You only buy products when you want to. But if you want to buy and you want to sample it for yourself, and here's something else. Before I answer your question, the last thing I would say, the company has a policy of a 90-day money back, empty bottle money back policy. So here's what: if you bought your Super Red and you use it and it's completed and you're not satisfied, you say this thing is not working, they say it was working, the company says send back the empty bottle within 90 days of your purchase, and you're gonna get your money back, no questions asked. And no one, they said only, I remember in one of the programs, they said they only in the 8 months that we are on, with over 600,000 members, only one person have sent back a container. One. Because everybody is getting satisfaction for what they're getting, and they're not wasting their time, because they see the results and they're satisfied with what they're getting. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we'll open for questions.